Okay, so for this lesson, we are doing writing quadratic equations. There's 3 different forms, so we're going to go through all of them, and we're going to do it by hand. So the first one is vertex form, which gives you the vertex. Remember, the vertex is H and K. This is what the vertex form looks like. It's also down here. And to do vertex form, you need to know the vertex and a point of your graph. So I'm going to start with my vertex, which I know is the lowest or highest point, and it's 2, -2. The first number, the x value, is your h. The second number, the y value, is your k. Now that I know a vertex, I'm going to pick a random point on my graph. In this case, I'm going to pick 4, 6, because it's already highlighted for me, where the x value is 4 and the y value is 6. Once you know those 4 numbers, you're going to plug them in here to the formula. You're going to solve for the a, because a, I don't know what it is. So the y value, I know the y value is 6, equals to a. I don't know what a is, but I do know the x value is 4, minus the h value, which is 2, squared, plus the k value, which is -2. So I'm going to make it -2 instead of the plus sign. Now I'm going to solve for a. So I'm going to write my equation down so I can see what I have. I have that. Do with parentheses first. Subtract the numbers. 4 minus 2 squared. And that's going to give me, and you can even put this on Desmos if you struggle with the math. You can put it on Desmos, 4 minus 2 squared, or literally do the math. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So 4a minus 2. From here, we simply solve for a by adding and then dividing. It's just a 2-step equation. So now that we know the a value, I'm going to plug that along with the h and the k into my formula. So my formula should only have y, x, and the a, h, and k are going to be plugged in. That's what my formula needs to look like. From here, but we plug in the a, the h, and the k. X and y are left alone. So here I want you to try the second example. We're going to do the same steps. You're going to pause the video. You're going to actually try it by yourself. I will help you set it up if you need me to help you set it up. I would always say the first thing you want to do is write the equation. Label what you're going to plug in. So for example, this is my point. It passes through a point, so it's x and y. This is my vertex. Vertex is always h and k. So those are numbers you're going to plug in and then solve for a. Go ahead and try it. Check that this is what you got when you plugged in. And now we're going to start by simplifying this part and then solving for a. Go ahead and try it. So here's what I got. When I simplified the parentheses, I got 4 minus 1, which is 3. 3 squared is 9. Solve by adding and then dividing. And so I got my a to be a fraction, -1/9. Plug that in with the h and the k, and that's my new formula. Okay. The other form we're going to learn is intercept form. It's called intercept form because it gives you P and Q, and P and Q are the x-intercepts. So my x-intercepts are both P and Q. That means these are my x-intercepts. One of them is P, the other one is Q. The other point I'm going to use, in this case, it happens to be the vertex. It doesn't have to be the vertex because I'm just using the x and the y value. It doesn't have to be h and k. Once I have them, I'm going to plug them into my formula. I forgot to add the a. There's supposed to be an a right after the equal sign, which is your vertical stretch and shrink. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to solve for a. So I know the y value, the x value, and then it's minus a negative p, so it's plus x minus a 4. So whenever you're subtracting a negative, make it a plus. We're going to do kind of like we did before. We're going to solve for a. You have parentheses. We're going to do that math. 1 plus 2 is 3. This is supposed to be a 1. X is 1. 1 minus 4 is -3. So when you multiply, you get -9 with the a. So to solve for a, We divide by the -9, and I get a equals -5 over 9. I don't need the decimal. Fraction is better, actually. So I'm going to plug in a, not h, p, and q to my formula. Y equals a x minus p, x minus q. Again, when you subtract a negative, make it a positive. So that's my answer to that one. Now you're going to try your problem, same steps. You're going to use the same formula where the x-intercepts are p and q, and then you have a point to plug in. You're going to solve for a. So go ahead and try that one real quick. So here's how I finished that problem. Notice that I plugged in the y, which is 84, x 2 times, which is 1. When I subtract my p, I'm really adding it because 2 negatives make a positive. And here's my q. Do the parentheses, 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 minus 8 is -7. Multiply these two, get -42. And the last step is divide by that number, which gives me a -2. So that's my answer for that question.